This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
To everyone, we are now broadcasting live from Canada. You are tuned into INC Radio, changing lives through God's words. I am Sister Jonah Lopez from the local congregation of Eastwood District of Edmonton. And I'm not alone. We also have one from BC and one from Calgary. At the cat.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello to all of our listeners and viewers of INC Radio Canada. I am Sister Kathlinga, and I am from the District of British Columbia. Hello po to all of our listeners, and a special acknowledgement po to our District Minister, Brother Glendo H. Baitan, and our Assistant District Minister po, Brother Romeo Maglaya, and our Christian Family Organization Overseer, Brother Renel Romero. Thank you so much po, and it's a very nice evening from Canada here tonight. Pass to you, Kuya JC.
Yes po. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone watching, listening, and streaming INC Radio Canada. Kapos kay JC here in the District of hinihingal pa. District of Calgary. And yes po, hello po to our District Minister, District Supervising Minister, Brother Walter Tamis. And hello po sa lahat po ng mga kapatid dito sa Calgary.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Kuya JC and Ate Kath. And syempre, thank you na rin po in acknowledgement to our District Minister, Ka Rolando Gaviola here in Edmonton, as well as Ka Rommel Cruz, our District Multimedia Advisor, and Ka Brian Takneng, our Christian Family Organization. And speaking of which, Christian Family Organization, unity is evident as members of the Church of Christ join and participate in their locale, district, and global activities. And in the recent months, actually May, June, our districts have held numerous events for the Christian family organizations, and especially the Care for Humanity. Actually, Kuya JC, Ate Kath, we just had a local unity games today. It started at 8 in the morning hanggang mga 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We had basketball, volleyball, and a little bit of games for the kids as well. So, yes, nakakapagod. Pero ang saya. It was a good turnout. And makita mo talaga yung brotherhood and the unity and yung participation. Oh, before I forget, meron pa pala kaming cheering competition. That was a huge part na. It's so much fun to watch yung not only a certain age, lahat nag-participate. From the kids, from 4 hanggang meron pa nga kami, I think like 70-year-old or 70 plus. So anyway, it was such a huge success. And yes, looking forward to our July District Unity Games. Now, to get started, Ate Kath and Kuya JC, what is your favorite and unforgettable CFO event and why? Yan ang tanong natin. And Kuya Tech, if you can put us on grid para lang at least meron, para hindi ako solo sa camera. So that we can see each other. Yes, if you can put us on grid po, Kuya. There you go. Thank you. Ayan. Okay, para mas maganda yung ating kwentuhan here. So what is your favorite and unforgettable CFO event and why? Sige, bahala na kayo who's gonna be first.
Siyempre, Unity Game.
Kanina ko pa iniisip, and I've been thinking about it because, you know, there's a lot of activities and marami. I can't pinpoint exactly, but Kuya JC, you love Unity Games.
Unity Games is one kasi nga usually doon talaga maraming nagkakaano. Then you also have yung Mr. and Mrs. Chef, the cooking thing.
Yes.
So if you love food, and that's what we're going to have pa next week. So, tsaka ako na share maya-maya. But yun, Mr. and Mrs. Chef usually isa rin yan sa mga. Back in the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken, meron yung This is Kadiwa when I was still Kadiwa. We're doing that. And the CFO Day, yung INC Live pala, INC Live. Kasi I remember that's one memorable experience for me because back in 2013, when we have ano yung sabi ko kanina? INC Live. Yung INC Live kasi, just for everyone, I know some of you knows it, yun yung para may mga booth, photos of all the activities, tapos
Parang di ko yata yun alam.
kunyari, booth ng gantong office, booth ng gantong office, tapos they explain to you kung ano yung office mo, mga uniforms, yung everything like that.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
So
Yes.
mga napakadami niya. That's
It
one
reminds me of This is Kadiwa.
Ha?
Is this similar concept
So
as
it's a different then. Yung This is Kadiwa kasi is similar na for Kadiwa lang siya, tapos you get to know someone. Yung mga ganon para sa mga Kadiwa. Yung CFO Live, it shows yung different offices. It explains different activities. Kunwari, if this is your duty, ano yung ginagawa mo? This is your uniform, ano yung ginagawa mo? Like that. That's one thing that is memorable in that kasi it also has photo booths, or not photo booths, like our picture gallery of all the activities. So there is a scenario during that time, if I'm not mistaken, that's in Pangasinan, in INC Life. That's when they're doing the Road to Centennial before, bago mag-Centennial. So it's in Pangasinan. I remember that I'm taking picture. I had this boy, bata pa siya, he's curious on all of those, yung mga pictures na mga activities and everything. And I'm following him, taking pictures of him. Tapos one of the pictures that I took was able to be used sa arena when they use the big gallery. So alam na alam ko yan because I really follow the guy para dun sa picture na yan. The kid dun sa picture na yan. So that's one thing na memorable kasi parang I took the shot. I remember him and they able to use that picture on a gallery naman on the Philippine Arena when they have the inauguration. I saw it.
Wow.
So sabi ko, my picture. Yung alam yung mga ganun. Oh, that's my picture. I took that. I know that boy. I remember that. I remember what he's looking for. And alam na alam ko yung inano. Kasi I follow him talaga. Sinusundan ko siya. And when I got the shot, nakatingin siya dun sa and he's so curious. Tapos para you get his emotion and they use it. Para nakakatuwa lang. Yun yung sa akin.
Wow.
Walang favorite kasi marami. But those are some.
I think sa akin it's not kasi usually it's unity games, 'di ba? Let's say yung mga songs of salvation, yung mga ganon. Sa akin I think one of the best talaga na paborito ko whenever we have the lighting of the bridge dito, yung pag-anniversary ng Iglesianicristo, right? And then they light the bridge, yung INC colors, the green, white, and red. Tapos pag makikita mo yon, when you see it from afar, alam mo, it takes so much, like it gives you so much pride na, oh, I am a member and, the government is recognizing our church, right? And then makikita mo lahat ng kapatid na from the district would drive even like 5 hours away para lang to be part of that event na kung tutuusin mo, it's not the usual katulad ng Unity Games, diba? May mga palaro, ganyan. Doon, it's just there so then we can see it and then take pictures. But the last time, we had a little bit of socializing. So it was so much fun. Talagang it was different. Kind of like today, of all the Unity Games that we've had, I think it's the first time we had cheering competition. So that was different. And that was so much fun kasi it was really so much fun to watch. And it's a different approach as well. They're not playing, right? But then it was such a good spirit to see how everyone just united and participated. Kasi di ba yun yung inaano natin pag when it's unity games, we want to showcase the brotherhood, the unity, the participation of everyone. It's not about winning. We always say winning is just an extra. It's a bonus, right? It's the unity to see brethren come together. And because I see my best friend there in our chat. Hello, Atikir. I attended when I went there. When did I go there? When I went there in May, they had a Unity Games and it was softball. And ganun din, you see yung the unity, the participation of everyone just meeting together from different local congregations and then seeing each other in that particular event. That's what makes it different. That's what makes it unique. And parang kami ni Ate Kier, we met, actually she surprised me sa Unity Game sa Calgary. I don't know, Kuya JC, if you remember. This was back in 2022, I think.
2023. We gave her a shirt.
Was it 23?
23 yata yan. 23, yeah.
National, wait, regionals or
It's
national?
national siya.
Nationals, right?
Yes.
Yes, it was. That's where actually at the care surprised me. She went there, and that's the first time we've actually met each other in person. So, Unity Games, talaga, it's one of the events that you can get to connect. You can get to meet brethren from other locales, other districts, and it just brings everyone together. Just really brings everyone together. And I think that's one of the things that we want to promote, the brotherhood and the camaraderie of everyone just getting together, playing sports. Kaya, yes, with different Unity Games coming up, if you have one in the district, and here in Canada, we're going to have one regionals in BC. So we're calling everyone. Ayan, si Ate Kath will be hosting that sa BC. So, Ate Kath, what about you, Ate Kath? Sa dami-dami, of all the different Unity Games activities and CFO activities, name one talagang unforgettable for you that you have attended.
Yes. I think it's Unity Games is always a big one, of course. Although I'm not usually a player, I'm not that athletic, but we used to help out around the CFO officers po and volunteers. One of the memorable things that I remember, it's during the centennial and it's all of Canada's. So I'm not sure if you were there. It's in UBC, University of British Columbia. So that was, I think, 2014. So that's, ano na po, 11 years ago. So that was during that time. There's still Eastern Canada that even participated during that time. I remember I met a lot of brethren, even from Eastern Canada, because again, we don't normally go there. But I volunteered for swimming, diba? There was
Wow.
competition, so that was fun. And then I volunteered for the track and field to be a scorer. So those are the activities that we don't normally host. Swimming competition, track and field. There was also a ano yung tawag doon? It's like it's in Philippines, it's for larong pambansa. It's for jumping. Ano tawag doon?
High jump, long jump.
Yeah, they even have
wow.
categories: high jump, long jump, and it was really fun, and it brings a lot of brethren together, and it was a full 2 days activity as well during that time because it's a big event. I know we're also excited for the upcoming, but I'll mention that later because that's in a later conversation. One of the other things that I remember, we also love here in BC, we do a lot of musicals. The musical present. It's more of a play and a musical in combination. So I do a lot of volunteering in part, being part of the backstage as well. Sometimes you don't really understand how much effort you have to do in order to set up a musical. And being backstage, you have to move a lot of chairs for the next set. Yung talagang human person to actually move around props. So it was really fun. So yun po, I think those two are my favorite.
Wow, wow. It's you know what, first time, because you mentioned swimming. I don't know if our district had held that yet. Yung swimming, long jump. Usually it's either basketball, volleyball. Oh, today we had badminton as well. So, and then another one is, like I said, the cheering competition. So, I left early to prepare for us for today. But then Kaami let me know who won the cheering competition. We want to know who won the cheering competition in today's local of Eastwood
Kala ko,
Unity Games.
kala ko, Ate Jonah, sabi mo, I left early to prepare for the cheering competition.
No. And yes, I want to greet some of our brethren in the chat right now. So of course we've got my best friend there, Ate Care, Kaviki from South Britain, I think. Yes, and Ate Hazel is there as well. And she said, fun fact, I covered for media for both swimming and track during that 2014 Unity Games. I didn't meet Sister Kath back then, though. Hello, hello, INC Radio Canada. There you go. Yes, it's 1:16 a.m. in London, where Kaviki is. Thank you po for staying up, Kaviki. And to Ate Jocelyn there also from BC, Kaami, Kasani, hello po. Thank you for tuning in, as well as Ka Rommel and Ka Brian also there in our chat. At this point po, we'll get our Kuya Tech to show some pictures po of the Edmonton recent CFO Day. So Kuya, if you can just loop the pictures that we have prepared for everyone, and we'll just talk about it. There you go. So these are just some of our kadiwa or non-married members enjoying a beautiful, beautiful day. It was, and then of course there were some games as well that we had for everyone, from the kids to the non-married to the married ones. See, even the kids are there. They're so cute and adorable to also join in that CFO day. See, that's our choir leader, Sister Juvie there, and I think they're kind of like cheering on someone who's also playing. And yes, look at those CWS, Children's Worship Service kids that have joined us on that day. And thank you to those who have participated and joined po. Ayan. Thank you for that. Kakatuwa. And of course, there's a lot of food. Like you were mentioning booths, Kuya, when you had the INC Life, this one, oh, a lot of food. And of course, our brother Nero Salazar from Eastwood also rendered a song number. There were other brethren as well who had song numbers as well. And of course, a lot of picture taking was done there because it was such a big success. A lot of brethren came out. Of course, we got Kamak, brother Tom there. Brother Mac is one of our head deacons, and Katom is also a head deacon. Their family, Ka Emerson, Sister Erica, from the West local congregation. And yes, you could see, even the Buklod, the married ones, also playing. I think they were kind of doing this hula hoop and just, thank you. Ayan. Thank you, Kuya, for showing that. And again, like I said, we're preparing for our July 1st District Unity Game. So, If you didn't attend the CFO day, this is part of what you've missed. Being able to join together with the other brethren from the other local congregations. And of course, just having fun and having that brotherhood and unity. It's really fun to be able to spend time with our brothers and sisters. And also joining us on our chat, we've got these are ministers here in Edmonton, Ka Lance. We also got Ka Jason Bernashak. Hello po. Greetings from Slave Lake. And also Brother John, who's also in the district of UAE South. So hello po. Wow. Ka Richard is also there from Wellington locale. So thank you po to our ministers who are tuned in at this moment. And we're talking about CFO activities and even Care for Humanity. And we would like to ask you now, in the recent activity that you have attended, even to our live chat po, make sure to also chime in with our discussion. The recent activity that you had po, how has it impacted you or your guest if you had one? Let's say, did you, Kuya, let's say you had a unity game or an activity, and then you had a visitor. How has it impacted you or your guest?
Actually, for the guest, one thing that they usually share is sometimes how organized things are. Even though yun nga, like we have some big activities and events, but one thing that they were surprised is like you were able to easily put these things into order. Kasi some activities mahirap yung if it's ano. But then again sila, they'll be surprised that, oh, you were able to do that, you were able to pull it off. So yun yung lagi nilang sinasabi and how organized things are. So yun, those are one thing na talagang nakakatawa.
You know what? I would agree to that. I can relate kasi I heard that also from a guest, and they were wondering how can you put together this number of people in one group. This was in a recent district activity, and they said everything is organized. They're playing basketball, but they see how everyone is just like playing for brotherhood. It's not a competition where there's like arguing and misunderstanding and fighting. It was just the real essence of brotherhood and unity and participation. And they, like you said, Kuya, they were amazed at how can you organize such a big event like that. And that's just even, just one district, right? But they were amazed with that. And so of course we commend everyone, like the organizers, because it's not easy, because I know for sure you're part of that too, Kuya. Whenever you have like activities like that, you're part of the organizer as well. And it's not an easy job to organize a huge group. But then because inside the church, we always promote the brotherhood, to show everyone else the unity and participation of everyone. And that's what we want to be the result of these activities, right? Yung ma-promote natin, and for non-members to see how brethren inside the Church of Christ play sports, have fun, and like I said, no misunderstanding, none of that. We promote the love of the brotherhood. What about you, Ate Kath? In your recent activity, that there was actually a guest. How has it impacted you or your guest?
Yes, well, I think the most recent I remember was when we brought a guest to a band together activity, and this one you well this guest spot, we usually bring her mostly in the worship services now already, and this was the first time that we brought her, so we have to travel an hour to get into the the place of the event po for the band together. So this is a district activity, and we live a little bit farther from the district, so we have to drive and bring her over to this event, and it's a band together. And she was just amazed on the execution. She really felt like she was actually watching a concert. So from her perspective, she was wondering how would be a church organization would be able to have this kind of event, that she just seems like she's just watching a concert, because the moment that she comes in, there is like props, there is photo booth for you to take pictures, and there's some the welcoming committee. And then when you go inside the theater, it's an actual there's a host, and she was just wondering how we were able to put it together. So the total execution of our activities are just, just amazes her. And she actually doesn't really do this because she's from Spain, so not much of these activities are, she's not very fully aware, and she's not really into this type of activities. But all I've heard from her are really good, positive outcomes and positive reviews. She said that she wasn't wondering, oh, this is all about, it's all original music, of course. And then we were explaining to her that a lot of the brethren made this music. They composed this music from the music to the lyrics. And then she was just amazed how the whole execution happened. So that was one of the good feedbacks. Yeah. Po.
Wait till he hear you sing pa, no?
I know. And
And
no, I don't think I'll sing to those, Kuya.
No, wait. Speaking of INC original music, if you don't know, of course, we're so proud of Kuya JC kasi he's also one of the composers of many INC original music. So even that one is also, it just makes us also proud to say, oh, you know what? We actually know someone who's composing. And even our very own Kafelmar Serrano, who's our assistant district minister, I came across one INC original music and I saw his name as the vocals. I'm like, I didn't even know he sings. And then his
The
wife,
wife.
Kajervi, is also like composer and the vocals. I'm like, wow. And so it just brings so much pride in us po to be able to share this with everyone. And it's nice to be able to see, we do have a lot of really great talents inside the Church of Christ. And what you were talking about at the Cath, your guests having all that positive impact and feedback, from seeing that, it's the same here as well. We recently had that the songs of salvation, and some of them get emotional because they say, we thought, when you say, oh, we're inviting you to a church event, right away they thought it was like either a Bible study, a Bible mission, or a worship service. And so like you, when they saw the, let's say, in concert, right, they're like, wow, you have all these talents, in your district, in your locale. And so, we take pride in that, and we thank all the participants, everyone that put together so much effort in making sure that, we put out a very good program, a very good activity out there. That's why we enjoin also everyone to keep, participating and getting united with the church in activities like this, because this is one way for us to showcase, what the Church of Christ is all about. And speaking of that, we will now show you a recent Care for Humanity. This is one of the things that we do for members of the Church of Christ, as well as our fellow men, helping them in times like this, because it's, everyone knows it's a little bit, economy is really, it's really affecting a lot of people. And so this is a recent Care for Humanity event. There you go. Oh, what a very beautiful picture. And some of them also drove very far to join us in this activity. It's a good turnout we were at the chapel grounds of Wellington, and we were also graced by the presence of Brother Donald Pinnock, one of the ministers of the gospel, there with Brother Roland Gaviola, our district minister, as well as Kafelmar Serrano, our assistant district minister. And they gave out bags, not just, one bag per person. Everyone just had gotten one or two or even three bags. And the one complaint that I got, not a really bad complaint, but a good complaint, was that, oh, I only have two hands to carry, but you're giving me so much. So they had to make sure to, put them in their vehicles and then come back for more bags that were given out. It was such a, that day it rained in the morning, but towards maybe an hour before the start, all of a sudden the sun came out. It was just a beautiful, beautiful day, and everyone was just like, enjoyed that beautiful day of sharing our faith, not only our faith, but of course, care to everyone that attended that activity. It was such a good turnout. And like you said earlier at the Cath, whenever guests join us for activities like this, they're just overwhelmed with how much humanity is shown to everyone, not just to the members of the Church of Christ, but especially to our fellow men. Have you had recent Care for Humanity there in Calgary, Kuya, and BC, Tika?
Yes. Yes po. I think we have the same date or time. Oh, not time, but date. A couple of weeks ago. And yes, similar sa ano to Jonas, like the complaint is like, yeah, we cannot carry all this.
Ang dami.
Yeah,
Because it was just too
yeah.
much.
And an next reply namin is, let me help you with that. Then put it on the car. So, ganun yung similar. Is like, talagang, that's a good activity kasi nga, with what's happening right now, things, there's so many uncertainties. At least we could able to help them out to, give them help on one part of the uncertainties that they have.
Yes.
So that's what we did then.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true, po. Yes, we also have had one here. I think it's the same weekend as both of Edmonton and Calgary. It's same thing here. It was raining in the morning, and then we were just praying that, okay, they have to set up all of these in the compound. So in the afternoon, all of a sudden the sun rises, and we're like, yes. God answered all of our prayers so that we were able to have a Care for Humanity event. Yeah, I was there. I actually hosted the event for the district too. So it was a very heartwarming, especially seeing the smiles of all of our guests receiving all of the food packages. And you know what, it's such a big help for them. And then I talked to some of them receiving the packages, because some of them, they were carrying two of those little bags, the bags of groceries, which contains all of the food items that you would think of to buy. But with a grocery that much, it's very helpful for all of those families. Some of them are international students, some of them are just newcomers in Canada, and some of them have working visas in Canada. So that's a lot of help, especially here in British Columbia. But it's very expensive to live here, so any help would make a difference to the necessary items that they will have every single day. So it's nice to see them, all of their hearing their feedbacks as well, and then seeing their smiles, and being able to participate in that type of activity is a blessing po from
Yeah.
God. So
Yeah.
from other just additional po, we have some live comments here from our YouTube. We have, I see Tita Zenaida Novisteras from Midtown Toronto, District of Greater Toronto. And we also have Brother Jason Bunarchuk. Greetings from the local congregation of Slave Lake. We also have Patrick Sevilla. Greetings po from Eastwood, District of Edmonton. Hello po, Patrick. We also have Sister Met G. Cruz. I think she's the wife of Brother Romel Cruz. Happy viewing po, brethren. Greetings from Edmonton, Canada. We also have Brother, is Froila?
Sister.
Yes, Sister
She's one
Froila.
of her deaconesses, yes.
Yes. Hello po, Sister Froila from the local of Eastwood. We have Sister Connie. And we have Sister Priscilla Batan. Happy watching from Rizal. We also have Ka Mani Tala from Davao del Norte. Wow, that's far. And then we have Junilyn Saruede from lokal ng Modesta, Distrito ng Marikina. Hello po to all of those watching.
Wow, thank you, Ate Kat. And last question for our discussion, because it's already summer here in Canada. So it'll be today, I think, is the official first day of summer, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, 21st.
First
Today
day.
is the longest day.
Yes, first day of summer. So
Yes.
summer is here. Now, what CFO activity are you looking forward to and why?
Ano nga?
Ako, I have one. July 1st, being a holiday, we will have a district unity games. And this is volleyball edition because we had one in May and that was basketball edition. Now we're going to have unity games and this one is volleyball edition. So looking forward to that and inviting everyone from Edmonton, come out and join us July 1st starting at 8 in the morning. Yan. Because we're going to be seeing a lot of our brethren from other local congregations driving as far as 5 to 6 hours to come here in Edmonton. So yes po. So hoping to see everyone on July 1st. What about Kuya JC? Any CFO activity looking forward to?
Next week, yun nga, meron kami Mr. and Mrs. Chef. Alam ko ang plan nila is anything to cook basta meron lumpia wrapper.
Oh wow. Anything with a lumpia wrapper?
So, sisig lumpia wrapper, sinigang na lumpia wrapper.
Oh wow. That's different.
Yun yata yung nila plan. But yes, that's one thing that we're looking for. Of course, the Unity Games na I think we'll have it in a few months. So, yun yung mga inaabangan natin. Anything na talaga is we try to look forward to, pero yun nga, special one, yung malapit na to our local is the cook, Mr. and Mrs. Chef.
Wow. Well, I think, Kath, what about you? Anything to share there?
Usually during summer, but we love to go for local picnics. So I think this summer we are planning to go to, because we here in our group worship service we have brethren that are really far from us. There are an hour away from us, so we love to go for visitations and go to the lake and do our local picnics, and so that we'll be able to have some time as brothers and sisters and eat really good food. Last 2 weeks ago po, we had a burger cooking challenge. That was really fun. And then all of our cooks were making burgers for us, and then we just love eating all of those burgers. We started off that 2 weeks ago, and here in the district we're going to have a district golf. So I'm actually excited to try that. So we'll try that out. But we're gonna go for a driving range and go for a district golf. So that's new. Wow. So I'm really excited to join that one.
Wow. Anything that's happening within this week in your district, like for CFO or
in our district po, let me just check. I know Binhi is having their Binhi formal tomorrow. So that is tomorrow. So we're calling all of our Binhi members here in the District of British Columbia po to join the Binhi formal, which is happening at 6 p.m. tomorrow at thank you at a Scottish Cultural Center. So all of our Binhi members are excited to join that. I hear that all of our brethren from the Vancouver Island. So they have to take a ferry. They're actually coming. And some of the brethren from the Okanagan region are also driving. So, of course, along with their parents, the parents are being supportive and driving their um, children po to go to this Binhi formal. So that's really exciting. And there is a baccalaureate happening. I think that's tomorrow as well. Sorry, that's actually next week. So next week we have a baccalaureate also happening as well.
Yeah. Kuya, any activities in your district that you're looking forward to this
Yeah,
week or next week?
I think we don't have a poster, pero alam ko next week we'll have also similar with what Ate Kat has. I think we were going to have the
Baccalaureate.
driving range
Oh,
for Kadiwa. Then of course next week, this coming Sunday, next week, this coming Sunday, next week. So next week Sunday, not tomorrow, we were going to have the local of Westmount, Mr. and Mrs. Chef. Kagaya nung in-explain ko kanina, I think plano nila is lumpia wrapper for to be
wow.
any meal.
Fried rice in a lumpia
Fried rice on
wrapper.
a oh, that could work. Fried rice on a lumpia wrapper, tapos lagyan mo. Pwede rin, di ba? So yun ang iniisip kong they're the plans that they have. Pero yun, those are we're going to have next week.
For here naman, we will also have a baccalaureate June 29th at the Eastwood Chapel. And also, like I said, the Unity Games Volleyball Edition. And this will be at the EVP Center. So we have Sister Jewelyn Malyari from Collingwood, from the District of Edmonton. Looking forward already to that activity because it will be so much fun to see a lot of our brethren from different local congregations just meeting up together and playing and participating and uniting. I also want to say hi to Sister Racy. She's in our chat today. She says she'll join next time. So there you go. Thank you for that. And before we end our topic discussion, we just have a short takeaway on what we have talked about today, participating and uniting in all our church activities and events make us not only proud of our membership, but humbles us as the world sees our Christian brotherhood. Let's continue to unite and participate and encourage others for all of us to shine as lights of this world. With that, we would want to go to our verse of the week. And for tonight, we have let God's words influence us. Kuya Tek?
It's hard to imagine a time when we didn't have the internet or social media or any other digital tool that can help us stay connected and informed. But while these advancements can be beneficial, they can also become confusing and dangerous. And so what should we keep in mind? Hello, I'm Brother Barry Thompson, and we'll answer that question in our verse of the week in Exodus 23:2. Don't do something just because everyone else is doing it. If you see a group of people doing wrong, don't join them. You must not let them persuade you to do wrong things. You must do what is right and fair. Now, this message from the Bible is very important for all of us, especially the youth. Because of social media and the internet, ideas, good and bad, can spread quickly to everyone, from anyone, anywhere in the world. And something wrong can become widely accepted and practiced, not because it's truly good, but because it's being promoted by a celebrity or influencer. But the Bible reminds us, don't do something just because everyone else is doing it. And if we know that what many are doing is wrong, the Bible says you must not let them persuade you to do wrong things. Remember, just because something is trending or popular, or an influencer or a celebrity is promoting an idea, it does not mean that it will benefit or positively influence our life. So let's be mindful and make good decisions when we are surrounded by so many trends and ideas that contradict God's teachings. For Church of Christ members, reflect on the words of God that we receive in our worship services and follow what God wants us to do. And to our friends, we invite you to watch our religious programs. Join us in our Bible studies and even in our worship services here in the Church of Christ. Take the time to learn about the values that God wants us all to uphold, values based on His teachings and not the popular opinion of others. Stay safe, stay strong, and stay faithful. God bless.
And thank you for that. And that was Brother Barry Thompson. And yes, sabi nga ni Kuya JC, hindi pa kumakanta si Ate Kat, matatapos na tayo.
Huwag niyo na pa akong i-expect na kumanta. Si Kuya JC na lang, Kuya JC.
So, kaya nga namin in-expect ka kumanta para mag-closing na.
Dapat si Kuya JC ang pakantahin natin.
Ay, no, Kuya. It's,
May kwento ko. So habang nagpatay ako ng camera kanina, inabutan ko ng cookie yung anak ko. And kumuha rin ako ng isa, kinain ko isa, nakagat ko yung dila ko.
Ayan, kasi hindi ka nag-share. But we want to say thank you to everyone that joined us tonight in our program, in our broadcast, and hoping that everyone will continue to join and participate and unite in our many Christian family organization activities, Care for Humanity, all of the different events that we have in the church. Especially take advantage of this time because it's already summer here in Canada. I don't know if it's summer. I think it's summer also in the States. Anywhere you are, whether it's summer, winter, fall, spring, join the many activities inside the Church of Christ, because this will make us stronger in the faith. This will make our unity, our brotherhood even more evident to the people of this world. Any other comments or greetings that you have or promotions that you have, Kuya JC, Ate Kat? No.
Join us next week, same time. INCRadio.
I don't have any, but I wanted to greet all of the my family and my husband who's currently watching and forgot to comment, but I know he's watching. Hello to my husband and to Sister Hazel. Hello, Sister Hazel. And yes, thank you so much, Paul. I've missed hosting here for INCRadio. It's been a while, so I'm very happy to be able to come back here again after a little bit of a break.
Yes, thank you, Ate Kat. And of course, thank you, Kuya JC. And I just want to greet Area 1. I'm from Area 1. Woohoo! So apparently we won the cheering competition today.
Hindi ka sumali.
What's that?
Hindi ka sumali.
I know. Ako yung cheerer. Cheerer ako dun sa cheering competition. But congratulations to Area 1. And yes, more power to all of us in the local congregation of Eastwood. And before we finally say our byes, of course, we want to extend our thanks to Kuya Tech there in the main studio. I think it's Kuya DP who's there in the main studio. Kuya, ikaw ba yan? Thank you for everything that you've done to help us in our broadcast today. Very smooth. Thank you, Kuya. And of course, thank you to Kuya Manly Andaya, our executive producer in the Americas. Thank you also to Brother Wally Taray, our station manager. And thank you so much po to our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo. And most of all, we would like to thank our dearest Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to all of you out there in the chat that have tuned in and joined us. Thank you so much po for supporting INCRadio Canada. And thank you for tuning in to INCRadio Canada. We'll see you again next week, same time. Saturday, 6 p.m. here in the Mountain Daylight Mountain Time, 5 p.m. BC time, and in the Eastern, it's 8 p.m. That's it for us. Sister Jonah here, Ate Kat, and Kuya JC saying bye for now. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you again.
O Diyos na pagpamay ng tindig ka ng mga lingkod mo mangunguna sa bayan na iyon.